Happy 2024. Hi, I'm Matt with Schematical, and today I'm going to give you a quick office tour and give you guys a channel update. So if you're new to this channel, I talk about AWS application architecture, all sorts of fun stuff, coding, hash tables, sharding, caching, lots of crazy things. I'm a professional web application architect. I run a small consulting practice. If you want to know more, check out schematical.com. With that said, I'd like to share with you guys my 2024 goals. You guys can hold me accountable. Post your goals in the comments below. I'll try and hold you accountable if I can find you. So let's get started with the goals. All right, goal one, add more value for my customers. I would like to provide in 2024 $5 million worth of value to my customers. That means saving them $5 million in AWS fees or helping them grow their product to reach and scale and be able to service that many people at once. I think that's a very realistic goal considering my current client load and the new clients that are starting to chat with me now that I've gotten a little more focused on the business. By the way, before I go too much further, I should reach out there and do a shout out to Jonathan Stark of Ditcherville, Ditching Hourly. I signed up for his coaching for solo consultants, the shared group coaching there, and it has made a huge difference in how my business has been functioning. I'm actually starting to treat my business like a business and not just a really fun job. Goal two, I want to diversify my customer base, not just in the customers, but the way I engage them. So, for example, I am writing an ebook right now. Well, actually, I've written it. The book's called 20 Things You Can Do Today to Save Money on Your AWS Bill. That'll be available for download on my website or purchase on Gumroad. So stick around. I'll check out a link in the show notes for that, or just check out schematical.com. Additionally, I am going to double down on the group coaching stuff I worked on last year. So that means if you're interested, or you know somebody that's interested and you don't want to sign up for the one-on-one stuff, maybe it's too pricey, whatever, feel free to check out the group coaching stuff on schematical.com. That way you can have full access to me every other week on an AMA, basically, where you can ask me, well, not about my personal life, but anything tech related, Terraform, AWS, Batch, how to run AI on AWS, not break the bank, all sorts of fun things. And then finally, three, I want to produce one piece of valuable content each day. Does that mean I'm going to do a video each day? No. My brain would explode. No, instead, I'm embracing Jonathan Stark's practice of trying to do a daily writing practice. I might even add in a daily short practice where I read the writing in case you guys want to see my ugly mug read things, but happy to do it if that would make it easier for people to consume the content. But yeah, I'll be doing a daily writing practice Monday through Friday, and I will be giving you tips and strategies on how to save money with your web platform, how to implement event-driven architecture better, how to pre-build your indexes, how to quantify the value that you get to latency. I've committed to doing January. I'll probably end up doing most of the quarter because I'll show you in a minute where my big list board of ideas has no shortages of ideas. After that, we'll see. So that was my goals. One thing I'm really focused on this year is systems over goals. So I've been working, and this is not the best example, on defining standard operating procedures for everyday stuff that I need to do, such as creating videos and publishing content. So systems over goals. That's a big, important lesson learned there. So without further ado, if you guys are interested and you stuck around this long, here's a fun little kind of random office tour of my home office. All right, so let's start at the desk here. I love that widescreen monitor there. Of course, you can see I'm addicted to sticky notes. This is the background you guys are all so familiar with the big schematical light up in the background. You probably don't see much of the green light above it. That's more for background effect, but I'm no lighting expert, clearly. There's a lot of my notes are taken on sticky notes. There's my Logitech keyboard, Logitech mouse. Nothing crazy fancy there, but I will say they're nice. Cal Digital dock. There goes my Costco houseplant that I'm doing a wonderful job taking care of, clearly. Now here's my setup for the cameras. It's mounted to the desk there, a couple arms. There goes the basic Logitech 4K camera, though I don't think it ever has recorded in 4K once for me. On a swivel, looking real professional-like. That is the Elgato light. I think I utilize it quite right, but it's a good start. There's just a basic microphone. I don't think it's a fancy brand at all there. By the way, I'm sorry about the autofocus on the camera I'm shooting on here. It is really subpar. Let's just say if I make 5,000 followers on YouTube, then I'll make another one. And I'll buy a real camera for it. How about that? 2024 goals here. So down at the bottom, I've got my filing cabinet with all sorts of doodads in there. Just really a hodgepodge of things. I'm actually pretty organized, except I do tend to spread out with my ideas, like you're looking at right there, my idea board. Those are all ideas for videos, but I think I'm going to use them for my daily writing routine. So you'll see a lot of those ideas show up on the daily writing. Sign up for that on schematical.com. All right, here's a little view of the water behind my house. That's a little canal that freezes over and people fish on it. There is my unboxing setup right there. I kind of originally bought it so I could do unboxings and stuff like that there, but I've barely done it, so it's become a charging station for cameras and all sorts of devices that power my business. It's pretty handy, actually. I've mounted cameras to it before, and because it's on wheels, you can wheel it around, so it's not bad. Now here's one of the best parts of the whole office. These two lovable pups. Teeling on the left and Shay on the right there are amazing. Now this plaque is something special. This is our company mission for Schematical. Build cool, quality stuff with great people and have fun doing it. It's been our mission for quite some time. Now this over here is based off of another poster that I saw that I kind of liked. So I did a watercolor of it. So I don't claim to be the original creator of it, but I'm also not selling it on the internet. I just made that as a reminder to myself. And over here is my games and bookshelf and hat collection as well. I got my sombrero, my Thor hammer, a couple of books that are important to me, a couple of games that I like to play, more books, and a photo of me and my dad camping one time. So that takes us to the whiteboard you don't normally see. This one's got all sorts of positive affirmations written on it. I know it might be a little voodoo, some people might say, but I like to remind myself certain important things. Remind myself to think bigger, fail forward faster. The one right now is systems are greater than goals, because everybody sets goals for the new year. This is to remind me, basically Alan Weiss had a system where he said 50% comes from the sale, 30% from the system, and 20% from the person delivering the content. I just like to remind myself of that sometimes. Now, sales are tough, especially when you own your own business and you're not a salesperson. Next to that are some habits I try and do most days: cold exposure, cardio, etc. Here's another list of goals. They're not the same as the business goals exactly. I've got some other personal things I need to get done. And here is a question list I need to ask myself from time to time. Sometimes you get too focused on the details and you forget to zoom out and look at the big picture. Below that is a consulting funnel I'm kind of designing right now. It's like a sales funnel that helps me track where my leads are coming from. And for no particular reason, there is a sticky note with a drawing of Venom on it. And then there's my schedule for the entire week. Every week, I pretty much follow the exact same pattern, and it really helps me be effective and know what I'm supposed to be focused on. And below that, sadly enough, is my content schedule for 2024. I'll be working on that. And now we're back to the door and the big wall in the back of the computer there. So that pretty much concludes the tour of my little home office there. It's nothing too fancy, but it allows me to make sure my customers are all serviced correctly and do a little bit of content generation and play with the pup sometimes. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I, again, am Matt at schematical.com. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. Again, I consult on this type of thing, so I guess this video is not about any one type of thing. I don't consult on home office design. I consult on web application architecture. I help people scale their platforms, tech startups, large companies. If you're suffering under the load of your own infrastructure, I can help with that. Feel free to give me a call. And don't forget to check out that ebook. Happy 2024. Have a great one.